history as well. It's important to get over one relationship before you jump into another.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because you can we all come with, I don't like the word baggage, but we all come with something. We all come with experiences.
Yeah.
And that's fine to come with them. But it, like you say, the healing, I think that's important before you just jump into another relationship.
So again, the signs that I see in relationships, or my previous relationships, that I feel that are highlighting red flags, especially when they're running late from work. You're always running late. Yes, occasionally the person can run late, but when they're running late all the time, or you can't get hold of them, which I experienced in my previous relationship, I wasn't able to get hold of them, or you find out they're not giving you enough attention as you were previously getting, which again happened to me because I wasn't getting that attention. So I felt that there was something wrong, but again, I didn't want to think that there was something wrong, even though I knew that it is.
But you know what though? I think it's interesting to step it back from the beginning, because we're actually focusing on when we've already been in the relationship.
Yeah.
But do we not think sometimes these signs have actually been from day one?
Definitely, definitely.
You know, so because sometimes it's like when you find, we're probably focusing mostly now on love relationship, but do you not find sometimes when you meet somebody, you know, you're always making time, creating time to spend time with them, to talk with them, and you have bucket loads of things to say. But then when you strip it back and you said, okay, hang on a second, let me just give them a moment and see how much effort they're going to put into this relationship. And it's not the same. But then we've already, because we're women and we tend to be more emotional, we just say, you know what, let me just carry on and I'll call and I'll text. But then the guy, when you look at your phone, how many of those messages were initiated or instigated by the other person? And these are some of the red flags that we fail to recognize from the onset. So I think we just need to step it right back to the beginning of how we approach getting into any form of relationships, whether or not it's a love relationship or a platonic relationship, is what are the things that you will sacrifice for that person? And it's like a girlfriend, you know. I'm always, you set a date to meet up, they're always late, or last minute, they're cancelling. And then you're always there whenever they invite you somewhere. You're always there. You have your life and your commitments, but you sacrifice those commitments for them. But then they never ever sacrifice any commitments. Or if they do, they make you feel guilty that they've actually given up something for you. Do you not sometimes?
Yeah, that's true. That's very true, Nadia. But sometimes it's the other way around. That person will be given enough attention. They will buy you anything you want. Again, it's good, but then you identify that as time goes on when they're not doing that anymore.
You mean?
Yes. I'm talking about relationship. I know that we're talking about any relationship, regards to friends or whatever not. But I'm literally talking about the relationship I went through for somebody to be able to identify whatever the red flag is in their relationship. So I understand that you said, you know, you're making time for this person, or this, it could be friends. From the moment, you know, you guys met, you're making enough effort, but they're not doing the same to you. So what I'm saying is sometimes it can be the other way around. They give you all the attention that you need, and then suddenly you don't get all those things anymore. So again, we notice all those things, but we're thinking, oh, it's because this person has been doing so much for us. Maybe they're taking a break, so we have to do it.
But a relationship should never really be taking a break.
This is what I'm saying, but that's the excuse we're making. Because we feel they were putting in so much and you're not doing it anymore. It's our time to do it because we feel that they've done so much.
But it should be give and take a relationship. It really should be give and take. And that's what people should look at. And that's love relationship, that's friendship relationship, that's work, everything needs to be give and take. If someone's doing more than what they need to be doing, then it's unbalanced.
So, like you were saying, going back to romantic relationships, that's why I think dating is important, because it gives each party time to establish rules, you can see little signs, and I think, you know, obviously when you enter into a relationship, everything's lovely, honeymoon period as they call it, but I don't think that should end after a couple of weeks.
No.
And then if it does, you know, those are just little things that...
Yeah, but the initial bit of any relationship is building trust.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So that is the start of it. And if you're looking to, and seeing these little things...
But before the trust, sorry to cut you, is you need to know your self-worth. And what you are going to, what your expectations are, and what you're going to tolerate, and what are your boundaries, what are your values, what are your morals, what are you willing to compromise? Before anything, that's what you should know.
And non-negotiables.
Yes.
So setting your non-negotiables.
And that's for everything.
Everything in life, you have to know what you're willing to do. And it's so true, because we tend to look at red flags as a habit or as a creature of comfort, is that we look at it when it's gone wrong. We don't normally look at it from the beginning, because we're saying and finding an excuse that it's early days. You've heard these stories. It's early days, let's give it time. He'll come around, he'll change, or she will change, because it's time, you know, it's new, it's fresh. And whether or not we've just met, you know, so we come from different background or countries or culture, and we always find some element of excuse. But my firm believer is those are the beginning of red flags, because it's making you question these things. It's making you
compromise.
And then you're starting to compromise your values, and you're thinking, but that's not my value. Your self-worth. Don't forget that.
Do you know what? I was listening to Tom Gaskin, and he actually made a good an example. What he stated was, most of the times he buys expensive things for his wife, and then what happened was, the wife got him something that wasn't the same amount that he got the wife. So what did he do? When it was another anniversary, he got something cheaper, which the wife got for him previously, to the same price. So when the wife got it, oh, why are you getting me, for example, £5 item when you usually buy me £1,000? So you always get me £5 item, and because I always get you £1,000, for example, you were enjoying it. So it means like, again, as Not just said, you give them that platform to be treated how you want to be treated. If you keep receiving the £5 item and not saying anything, so this is how relationship is like. If somebody's giving you all the effort and you're not doing that, and you're not saying anything, then you're giving them that chance. You're giving them that platform to treat you how you want them to treat you. So if that's
matching,
it's matching
what
exactly.
they are giving
But
you.
that sometimes you also need to look at the whole situation, because that person might not be earning the same amount as you are earning. Do you understand what I mean? So it doesn't mean that if they buy £1,000 something and you don't earn that much, you should also go look for £1,000 item for them. No. We're saying that we need to respect each other. It works both ways. If somebody gives you A, you give them A. You don't give them B because you feel that they don't deserve the A.
But it's a thought process behind it. The key thing, you know. It's a thought process. Because even if you don't buy somebody something, but the effort that you make to create or make something, that is sometimes can even be priceless. So it's a give and take, and you will know how much that person, because you cannot give from an empty tank in the first place, because it's just not possible. So if you're and if you've got a full cup and the person is always taking, your cup is going to get empty as well. So it's a matter of getting that balance right and follow your gut feeling, your intuition. You probably will hear me say this over and over again. Intuition can never lie. It is your guide. Learn to listen to those soft voice, that still voice in your head.
Not always soft.
It's not always soft, because sometimes, as we've experienced, it will just directly shout in your face. And remember, if you don't learn a lesson, it will always come back. All right?
And sometimes when you do say, sorry, Natasha, when you do say, oh, I'm going to change, if you notice any red flags and you discuss it with that individual, it could be anyone, friends or husband or boyfriends, when you have that discussion and the person tells you, I'm willing to change, this is something new, I've never done this before, I promise you it's not going to happen again. you can't give them that chance to see if they will change. However, if it repeats itself again, know that it's never going to change. Once they've done it again, it will just keep happening. And when you keep forgiving them, they'll keep doing it. So you need to set this rule to say, no, I'm not tolerating that anymore. You either treat me right or I move on. And once you give them that, if you tell them how you feel, they'll be able to respect you and say, you know what, I can't keep treating this person like that. And that goes to any friends.
And I think there's certain parts of, I mean, an apple's an apple, isn't it? We're not going to call an apple a banana, it is what it is. And I think there's certain parts of your personality, for example, I've given up smoking, but I'm always going to be impatient. You know, that's one of my downfalls. And I recognise that. So there's always certain parts of the personality that you are not going to change. People cannot change, they are who they are. But it's about, like you said, the knowing, I think knowing what you want as an individual. I mean, I'm 46 now, I'm single. What I would have probably accepted when I was 18, 20, I'm just not doing it now. Can you always, I think it comes with experience. You know, my daughter, she's 18 and she keeps saying, as adults, we keep saying, oh, it's age, it's age, it's age. And I thought, you know what, she's actually got a point. It's more so experience than age. So it's knowing what you want, knowing what your boundaries are, knowing what you're not going to accept. You know what's right from wrong, and you know how you want it to be treated.
So one of my friends who said that, you know, he usually treats women how they allow him to treat them. And that was a key message to me when I heard that, because I'm like, oh, so that means a man, they are not stupid. So if you allow them to treat you and they don't call you and you say, okay, honey, that's fine, and whenever they feel like they do it, then it's our fault because we haven't got that, whether or not we've lost some self-respect or self-worth. We will probably may feel sometimes that, you know, we find these other excuses to say, oh yeah, but they do this. But they're okay otherwise.
But then it goes back to expectations then.
Yeah.
So if you think that's okay, then you're going to allow it, aren't you?
Exactly.
Rather than calling that person out. And that I mean, you base that on a fact of a male friend telling you that.
Yes.
But I think that goes hand in hand with people that you call your friends. If you allow them to treat you the way they want to treat you, which they might deem as okay and you don't, then that's going to happen. So I think it's just human beings, isn't it? You just, as I said before, you just need to have your boundaries, know what you're about, and then people will...
If the road is smooth, good. If it's bumpy, hold on. But if you know you're going to get an accident, come out of that car and walk. Put yourself first, love yourself, and then people will be able to love you the way you deserve. If you love this chat, give us a thumbs up, follow us on all the platforms, and comment below. Let us know what your red flags are. And if you haven't covered anything that you want us to cover, again, comment below, and we'll have a talk about it. Thank you very much for watching our forum. Have a great day. Bye.
And fly with us.